Hey, what's going on, YouTube? Today, what I'm going to show you today is how to wire or restring your Echo trimmer. You can probably use any string, but what I'm going to be using is some 095. I don't know if y'all can see that good enough. Any of this stuff will work, but that's light string right there is kind of like for electric light duties. I go with the 095 because sometimes I trim bushes and sometimes trees be starting to grow, so I gotta get it cut, even if it's starting to grow into somewhat like a stick. Now you can get heavier string than that if you want. You can get all the way up here, but we're not gonna get into that because today's video is about restringing your wire. But while we restring it, I'm gonna show you the kind I use, and I also use the square. I don't use round. I use the square. But because round is kind of, you know what, you get it. The square hit it and cut it easier. However, to each his own. But this video today is about restringing our stringer. So what I usually do is I start off with about 2 arms length, like so. Let me get my stringer turned around so I can. All right, I think y'all can see that pretty good, right? I think that's pretty good. Okay, of course, you want to find it's going to be 2 sides that got clamps on it. Not the whole one with the string come out, but it's 2 sides with the clamp. You squeeze those, and it'll drop your string holder. And what's cool about these, when you using them, you can give it a tap on the ground, and it'll release more string. So you tap it, and it'll come out. But that's another thing right here. When you wrap your string, you want to go clockwise. Not too many of them gonna have that on there. See, this one has the arrow. You want to go clockwise when you're rounding it. Not too many have that on there, so that's a good feature. But what you want to locate is these grooves right here. Either or, it's usually 2 of them. Depends on the kind of string you're using, but for the string we're using, we're going to use this groove right here. Like I said, either one to do. You got to have 2 grooves, one on one side and one on the other. We're going to start with this one right here. Now let me bring this up here so I can actually see what was going on myself, and well, I can see what was going on, but I can't work that low, y'all. So I'm gonna bring it up here, and I'm gonna have it so y'all can actually still see me, all right? All right, my string and the winder. First of all, go ahead and locate the end of your string. Not the end, but put both of the ends together, and we're locating the center of the string. And then the center of your string, and it's as simple as just winding it clockwise. You might have to hold it down the first couple of winds because it want to jump out. But just hold it clockwise, hold it, and just keep wrapping it clockwise. Like you see here, just keep wrapping it clockwise. And get back some so y'all can see the whole thing here. All right, y'all, there's that right there. Once you have it wrapped, hold it. All right, now once you got your string wrapped, before you put it all the way on, go hold tension. Hold tension on both your strings. Put one string through one side of the hole. I like to put the bottom one close to the left side hole, and then I'll do the right one the same way. Then you put the right one through that right side hole. Now you see here, this is locked, right? It's locked. Ain't no string coming out or in. Now, remember I told you this right here, when you got it on a trimmer, you can tap this to get more string or take away more string. So now what you want to do, if you want to pull some string in, go ahead and get that a tap and wind it in. Now this wraps better if it's actually on a trimmer, but this is only if you put too much out, but just push it in and just give her a couple of spins the opposite way. Because when you rewind it, pushing it, it's going to push out more string. That's why you wind it clockwise. That way when it spins out, it'll throw more string out. And that's how you restring your trimmer, y'all. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. Let's put this back on the trimmer. Remember to put the grooves back with the grooves, and it snaps on just like that. And remember, when you press this button, it's going to release string. So be careful. Thank you for watching.